I was given this information that this whole old belief system that we have, that whatever doesn't happen in this life will be carried forward to the next life. We don't even have to hold that belief system, because that also is falling into some old timelines. We are ascending, and there is a lot that is shifting here when it comes to interdimensional existence and interdimensional communication and manifesting whatever you want to manifest. I started one to one twin flame sessions since 2020, and I have interacted with so many twin flames across the world who shared their stories with me. I have developed some sort of a understanding, or I am able to derive a common pattern or a common belief system, which I have been observing for past 4.5 years, while interacting personally with the person who is going through that certain experience. So I thought of compiling a list of some common belief systems of twin flames who are trying to pave their way forward in their spiritual journey. This list of limited belief systems is an indication that most of the twin flames who truly want to be in union has become their wishful thinking, because when you hold any sort of a limited belief, you are not operating from your heart center. An open heart indicates that you are absolutely open to all the unlimited possibilities. You are in the state of expansion, oneness, limitlessness, love, compassion, and you're getting on with your life in the flow. But these limited belief systems which twin flames hold somehow don't let them fully operate from their heart center, because a belief system will come from the lower three chakras. There is something that pulls them back into their lower chakras again and again. And that is why it becomes very important to look at this list of limited belief systems that many twin flames hold. There could be a lot of belief systems like that. I'm not saying that this is the only final list of limited belief systems that twin flames are holding, but I have tried to compile some of them so that at least we can start from somewhere. Welcome back to my channel, Awaken with Pradnyaa. Before I begin, let me welcome all those new subscribers who have subscribed to my channel. All those who haven't yet subscribed, please subscribe to my channel. All those who want to have one-to-one sessions with me, the link is given in the description. Please visit my website and understand all the details about how one-to-one sessions take place. On my website, there are a lot of reviews that people have written about one-to-one sessions and how their experience has been. So anybody who feels a little skeptical about having one-to-one session, please go and read the review section. You will get a lot of clarity and many of your questions will be answered. Apart from that, I'm absolutely excited to announce Zoom group sessions for twin flames who need ongoing support. So many twin flames come and tell me that I'm not able to keep up with the positive vibe, or I feel directionless. Often I feel so lonely. I feel that nobody can understand me. Many people tell me that they really struggle to keep themselves in the high vibration. They definitely need to associate with somebody who is like-minded from their soul tribe. And after contemplating on this whole scenario for so many days, finally I am able to announce the group sessions called Sacred Circles. These sacred circles are going to take place every second and fourth Saturday of the month, every month, and all the related information about what is going to happen. There is a lot that will happen in the group sessions, sharing Q&A, tools and techniques to do certain meditations, finding blind spots, doing inner work. So all those who really need that sort of a support at this point of time in their journey, the help is here, and the sacred circles is the absolute answer to what you have been looking for. So please make sure that you scroll down into the video description and look for the details of sacred circles and see if that is something that is able to resolve your situation that you are in right now. Now coming to the twin flame beliefs, I have compiled a list over here, and the first in the list is I am not complete without my twin flame. I think many people feel this. And the whole narration that we have, that we are one soul in two bodies, somewhere we have this feeling inside our heart that unless that person comes to us and unless that person is in union with us, together in harmony, everything is going smoothly, I won't feel complete. So there is some sense of incompleteness. And the sub belief system that is related to this bigger belief system is my twin flame is the only one who can make me happy. And I do understand that this is something like two sides of the same coin. I do know that your soul truly feels some sort of a incompleteness without your twin flame being in your life for sure. But the other side of the coin is also this, that your mind is trying to limit anything and everything that is going to progress in your life in terms of you coming into your own integrity and in your own union because of this belief system that I am not complete without my twin flame. In one of my first videos, which I did about twin flames, I had also shared this download that I had received, that the nature of twin flames is exactly like the blood cell that splits. The cell splits into two, but both the cells that are split from one cell are whole in itself. So there is nothing there which is incomplete over there. When we say that twin flames are two halves of the same soul, somewhere we have this notion that we are incomplete. Unless our twin flame comes back, we will not feel complete. However, the whole crux of twin flame journey is about finding that wholeness inside you, which in other words is inner union, that integrity in your heart, coming into your own sovereign power. And unless you are achieving that state within yourself, that you acknowledge that wholesomeness in yourself, unless you are arriving at that juncture, you are not going to see any other next milestone in your union journey. Union is far off. So, when it comes to this particular belief system that I am not complete without my twin flame, doesn't serve anybody. Every belief system that I am going to list over here has a scenario where there are two sides of the same coin. So it's very important to look at these belief systems from both the perspectives. The next is, the more I try, the more they will come back. And again, there is this scenario that there are two sides to the same coin. One side of the coin is that there is a chaser who feels this urge to pursue this connection because somewhere they feel that it's something more that I have to pursue when it comes to this connection or a path or a feeling or whatever it is. I used to obviously feel the same, and I always pursued that intuition or that feeling that came from my heart. And I did feel that if I keep up with my efforts or if I hold space for my twin flame, there is no doubt that he will be back. This particular guidance came to me from my soul and I intuitively followed it. However, there is also the other side to this coin. Some sort of a limiting thing over here. If you are not getting stuck to that limited belief system and flowing with your intuition, it's absolutely fine. But there is a pitfall over there. I have seen many people getting into that they feel that they still have to keep doing a lot and lot. Many things are coming out of desperation. What can I do? Do I have to balance my chakra? What sort of inner work I can do? And if I start doing this inner work, how much time will it take for my twin flame to come back? So there is a lot of dense, desperate chasing energy that is involved in this sort of a belief system, that I have to keep pouring myself. I have to keep doing more and more and more. And unless I really put in that energy into that chasing and pursuing that connection, they're not going to come back. I have to put in this effort. So this is something which is absolutely toxic and it doesn't really serve you. So holding space for your twin flame and focusing on yourself, accepting that you are on a spiritual journey and to put in whatever effort in yourself to get yourself to the space of heart center and being integrated with yourself is absolutely required. But if you are getting carried away with this desperation and chasing your twin flame, that is something that is absolutely alarming. So beware of this particular belief that the more I put in my effort, the more they come back. This is not something that can always serve you. Then another one is, it is my fault. I must have done something wrong. And this particular belief system definitely comes from the more suppressed core belief that I don't deserve true love, or I really need to work hard to receive love from somebody. This may be coming from your past life belief systems or experiences or trauma, but lot of people blaming themselves get into some sort of a guilt. It also leads to emotional burnout, and it also shows that you are not having any compassion for yourself. And because of that, you lose clarity in what is happening in your twin flame journey. And all these traits, which I explained right now, that lack of self compassion, lack of clarity, and holding on shame or holding on some sort of a guilt, are again not the traits of open heart chakra, right? The emotions of guilt and shame are coming from your lower chakras. You are not holding any compassion for yourself because you are blaming yourself over there. There is lack of love, there is lack of understanding. So again, this whole belief system pulls you down into your lower chakras, not letting you operate from your heart center. So any of you who is having this belief in your heart that whatever has happened in your journey is your fault, somehow you definitely need to start introspecting on what sort of emotional awareness you are holding in your lower chakras, and you need to release that. Only then you can come and start operating from your heart center. Another very important factor over here is that whatever happens in your twin flame journey on the 3D level, you got in separation. This is a part of the divine design. The twin flame journey you designed for yourself. You had to awaken, you had to break open your heart, and your ego death had to happen. So, even this process to start, your awakening to start, there are certain third dimensional things that need to happen in your life so that you break open, so that your ego starts diminishing and you start really waking up to your true self. So, whatever has happened in your twin flame scenario is happening for a higher purpose. So, I won't see it as anybody's fault as such. If you look at the whole drama from the human level, you will feel that, oh, this is this person's fault or that is that person's fault. But you need to rise above all that human drama in the 3D and start seeing it from the bird's eye view that, okay, there is some sort of a spiritual unfolding that I had set up before my incarnation. And whatever is taking place in my life is happening for my highest best. If you're operating from that awareness, you would be able to release that guilt because it is definitely not you who is at fault. It is just a facade. The real happening is happening according to the divine design. Another belief system is if I wait enough for them, they will return. So I do understand that there is this very subtle feeling in our heart that we are waiting for something. When I was not even awakened in this journey and I was going through this whole pain and dark night, I was married, my twin flame was married. So there was nothing conventional there to look forward to. That, okay, let me meet my twin flame and we will be married or anything of that sort. Conventionally, there was a dead end. There was nothing for me to look forward to in a societal, conventional way. However, my soul used to always tell me that I'm waiting for something. There is this feeling of waiting that he will be back. I'm subtly, subconsciously waiting for him. So, that feeling of waiting, we will always feel. So, again, one side of the coin is that your soul will tell you all these feelings, and all those feelings are true. That feeling of waiting is true. This intuition that as I'm waiting, that person is going to be back, that feeling also is true. I'm definitely not denying that. But on the 3D plane, we see people holding their life for uncertain period of time because they want to wait for their twin flame to unfold something which they expect in the third dimensional reality. So a lot of twin flames wait for their stubborn expected outcome to take place in the third dimensional reality. I will wait for 2 more years. I want to be married and I only want to be married to my twin flame only. And right now, they are not into me. They are not looking at me. They are with some third party. But I'm endlessly waiting and I'm hoping that that person will return. This is something which is a typical stubborn expected outcome. And what it does to you is that you are not letting your life flow in its natural flow. There may be some sort of soul lessons that you need to learn before you again unite with your twin flame, or you need to meet a certain person and clear a certain contract before you meet your twin flame, or you need to learn something from somebody. But because you are with your own stubbornness, holding things that will naturally unfold in your life, you are not looking at those unfoldings, but you just want to focus on your twin flame and their non availability, waiting for uncertain period of time, which completely stagnates you in your life. You are not flowing with your natural flow. And that also indicates that you are blocking your heart. You are not in the state of expansion. You are not in the state of limitlessness. And why it blocks you? Because of this belief system that I'm not open for anything or anyone in my life because my twin flame is the only one for me. If that person is coming, only then I will be happy. If that person is coming, only then things will flow in my life. This actually suppresses your spiritual growth, your spiritual journey, all the pre soul contracts that you have made with people. You would hamper those contracts with your free will because you keep everything on hold in your life. So if you are having this sort of a belief system, it just doesn't limit you from being with somebody or being with your twin flame, but it limits your whole life and the whole life agenda that you came with. So it is absolutely alarming if you are having this belief system. Another belief system is me and my twin flame are too old or too young to work anything out between us, or there is some sort of a big age gap between us, or it is too late. So you're standing at a certain juncture in your life where you feel that being in union with your twin flame doesn't feel feasible at all. It is a limited belief system for two reasons. First is that you are limiting yourself according to how this world works, how society feels, what is accepted, what is not accepted, age difference, having children, you are already old. According to that, you are trying to limit yourself. This is one thing. And second thing is you are anticipating twin flame union to be like any other conventional romantic relationship, that two people staying under one roof as a goody goody love couple. If at all you are calling it a twin flame union, it does not necessarily look like that. I have made several videos on this. How does twin flame union look like and how it is different than any conventional romantic relationship or a setup which we see around. So most of the people who are not able to imagine what union feels and looks like, it can have its own texture, it can have its own ways, and it doesn't necessarily have to be two people staying under one roof. Union is about physical harmony, physical alignment with each other, which activates something in your life purpose. So you may be staying separately, not conventionally as a couple with each other, but you are in alignment with each other in the physical plane. You have activated something for both of you, and that activation ignites something amazing in your life when you do it together. I would say that the real definition or real understanding of what twin flame union is. But because you are stuck in this conventional format of being in a relationship with somebody, you are completely discarding the whole possibility of being in union with your twin flame because you feel you're too old, too young, it's too late, what will people say, and all that. And it absolutely bogs you down into a very negative state of mind. Again, you are not operating from your heart center because you are giving into all that limited societal aspect and that typical image that you have built inside your mind at how that union looks like, which obviously doesn't fit into your scenario. So, this is one very bottom line thing you need to remember. You don't have to fit any sort of a societal aspect, the way society operates and the way society looks at a relationship, into the possibility of your union with your twin flame. You can manifest your union with your twin flame at any time, irrespective of your age or what situation you are in. It is just you who needs to come out of your beliefs, which are limited, and see more and more possibilities. What could be possible with your twin flame in this life. Another very big one is my twin flame will never understand. It seems to be a very simple statement, but it's a very, very damaging one. Because if you are telling yourself this particular statement again and again, or believing it in your heart that my twin flame will never understand, trust me, you are actually manifesting something that you don't want. It's very important to look into this factor that whatever you are telling yourself every day repeatedly, that is the thing that you are manifesting in your life. So all those who tell this to yourself again and again whole day that he will never understand or she will never understand, you need to mindfully change the story you tell yourself. That's one. Another thing is, it is also indicating that you are not able to be in the place of empathy, or you are not able to put yourself in their shoes and see the things from their perspective. I feel that many a times the other person is absolutely understanding everything. Maybe they are not showing it to you, they are not in a position to show it to you, there is something that is blocking them so that they don't show it to you, or they are genuinely confused and that is why they don't know how to handle it. There could be n number of reasons why they are not coming across as they are understanding things, but they are definitely understanding. And suppose if somebody from the matrix twin flames is truly not understanding, it is our responsibility to hold space for that person till they start understanding. In my case, initially my twin flame was bullying me. He was hating me. He was, forget about understanding anything. He was not even there. But that time I had that intuition and I had held that space for my twin flame that right now he is not understanding, but one day he will understand. So I was having the exactly opposite belief in my heart that right now he's not understanding, but he will someday understand. So all those who are having this thought in their heart and you are literally watering that thought every day that he will never understand, need to stop watering that thought and tweak that you are saying in your heart to this affirmation that maybe right now he is not understanding, but one day he will understand. And you will notice some sort of an energetic shift for sure. And I think same holds true with this belief, which people have that they will never reach out. I would like to say the same thing, which I said for they will not understand. Don't water this thought that they will never reach out. Maybe right now they are not reaching out, but one day they will definitely reach out. You mindfully need to start seeing what is it that you are thinking in your mind and tweak things in a most positive way so that you overcome that limited belief that you are holding on. I also want to add this that a lot of people have this belief system that the masculine has to reach out, and the feminine. This is a typical societal belief system that we are having that the masculine has to initiate, the female doesn't do anything. I feel that that's absolute crap. I mean, in my case, most of the time in my journey, I used to be the one who initiated. I never held myself back thinking I'm the feminine and the masculine has to initiate. If at all you are in the waiting state, thinking this particular thought that he is the masculine and he needs to initiate the contact, and because of that, you are not acting upon anything, that is also another belief system that is holding you back, and you are stuck in the societal templates and creating expectations out of those templates that he needs to be the one who moves first. You can spend years in that block and you would never be able to come out of it because probably your soul lesson is related to that block, that you need to overcome that specific block and act upon what is coming in front of you. Another belief system is due to marriage, nothing is possible. So either both of you are married or either of you is married. And in this scenario, our union is not possible. Or some people feel that till their spouse is in the picture or the third party is still there, nothing can progress in our journey. And this is also very much related to what I said in the earlier belief system that it's not about conventional marriage. It's not about manifesting your union in two of you staying under one roof and living happily ever after, breaking everything around you for that union. That's not what twin flame union is. Union happens in a higher vibration where most of your blocks are released. It doesn't matter if you're married or you're not married. What matters is what sort of blocks, what sort of belief systems that you're holding. So, this first thing you need to release, that marriage is a first block in union. In the second phase of my journey, I was married all the time to my husband. My twin flame was married to his wife all the time. However, our journey still had certain milestones. Our journey still progressed. And why that happened? Because we were not really having marriage as a block in our journey. We were accepting the connection, we were pursuing the connection, we were seeking whatever came our way, even when we were married. So many twin flames would conclude this, that I am married, so the union is not possible. So your ego is trying to conclude your twin flame journey then and there, only because your marital status or your twin flame's marital status is that they are married. And then your belief system tells you that nothing is possible because you are married, nothing can change. So if you are telling yourself that nothing can change, that means again you are blocking the natural flow, how your journey is going to flow, what sort of soul lessons you are going to learn while being in acceptance of that connection, and while being in acceptance that there will be some sort of a union, whether you are married or not, it doesn't matter. That natural expansion doesn't take place in your journey because of this belief system that again pulls you down into your lower chakras. You are not able to vibrate from your heart center. Following this belief system, there is another major one, which I have seen a lot of people holding, is I have accepted that my union will not happen in this life. Our union will be in next life. And I really, really want to say this, which is very important. When my twin flame passed away, and I was very angry and furious with my spirit team that we were just there, we were aligning, we were accepting the connection. I would even called him in one of my videos to talk about things. It was just there, and he just left and he transitioned into the spirit. And I was so, so angry. And I started questioning my spirit guide that we were almost in union on all levels, but as now he has passed, would our happiest moments or that whole union that we wanted to live or create something together and all that, where is it? I wouldn't be able to experience that in this life. So would it be in next life? And the kind of guidance I received was absolutely mind blowing. And my spirit guides told me that, first of all, because of the earth ascension that is taking place, the veil between the spirit and the physical dimension is thinning day by day. So the message I received was the best is yet to come. My whole retreat that I conducted in India this January was based on this specific inspiration, where that was the central theme of our retreat, that the best is yet to come, because that is the message that I received from my spirit guides. I was given this information that this whole old belief system that we have, that whatever doesn't happen in this life will be carried forward to the next life. We don't even have to hold that belief system because that also is falling into some old timelines. We are ascending, and there is a lot that is shifting here when it comes to interdimensional existence and interdimensional communication and manifesting whatever you want to manifest. So I do believe even now, even when my twin flame has passed into the spirit, that I will be meeting him in this life. And whatever we had anticipated for is absolutely happening, even him without being here physically. But that day also would come, that in whichever form it happens, that union or that physical meeting and giving some sort of a finer cherry on the cake will happen in this life. I'm definitely not postponing it to next life. So if I am able to do this when my twin flame is not even here physically, and I do believe that whatever is going to happen is going to happen in this life, and there is so much interdimensionally that has changed and will change in the near future. We all need to come out of this belief system that we have already given up on everything in this life and we are just waiting for next life. Another gray area in this belief system is that somewhere your mind starts being ignorant about your journey and the lessons because you feel, okay, in this life anyways there is nothing that is going to happen, everything will happen in the next life. Maybe you had said the same thing in your last life as well, that we will do it in next life, and you didn't do anything in that life either. And the same pattern is again probably repeating in this life. So there is no point in believing that our union will happen in next life. Whatever you have to do, you have the chance here and now in this life. And this is the biggest opportunity that you have got. So you need to stop thinking according to this life and next life kind of a scenario. So I hope this video has added a lot of value and given many of you a lot of food for thought to look into yourself. And so many people keep asking me, what is inner work? What is inner work? Can you tell me what inner work is? How to do it? It is very difficult to explain in one paragraph how inner work is done or what inner work is. But whatever I told you in this video, even if you are able to pick one or two things which are your belief systems, which are pulling you back into your lower chakras and not letting you operate from your heart center, those are the things you need to identify, and you need to mindfully change those thoughts, at least set the intention to change those belief systems, go much deeper and find out where they are coming from. This whole process is called inner work. So make that effort. All those who really seriously want to do inner work, please take this video seriously. And even if you change one small thing that was discussed in this video, you can experience a big, big shift in your life as well as your journey. So that's all for today. See you in the next video. Namaste.